So bike share definitely, when it first kind of started in Denver, it was one of the first American cities, and then I know New York and a couple other larger cities jumped on it, like Chicago. And I think for there, it really was just a transportation problem. Those large cities have always had really bad transportation issues, especially short trips. And so one of the main kind of selling points for bike share is that last mile connection. So when you get off of your bus and you're still 1 mile from work, you have an option to get there instead of just walking, which can take up a lot of your time on a commute. And so I think that really kind of spawned in those cities, and it did start over in Paris. And so another very big city with those kind of transportation issues as well.
I think people in cities have confronted the very real problems of getting around a city via car, whether it's traffic and congestion or price or parking. Confronted with that, people look for alternatives. And one of I think what makes bike share really appealing, and I think we make that the cornerstone of Austin B-Cycle, is that it's something that's not just good for improving kind of your mobility, but it's good for your health, and it's good for the environment, and it's good for the economy. So I think because cycling is such a unique way of getting around, it solves many problems all at once.
That's probably why most of the cities started to do it, and then as it got more popular, other cities were like, we can benefit from this too. You know, in Austin, we're notorious for really bad traffic, but we don't have the density. And so that's why our system right now is just kind of located downtown where there is more density. That's really where it gets used. A lot of it is, tourists riding around, finding it's the best option to get from South Congress up to campus, or from a bar over to their hotel, especially during conferences for them as well. And the way the pricing structure is done in most American cities is that usually you buy an access pass, whether it's a day, a month, or a year, something like that, and you get a certain amount of rides up to a certain limit. And so it incentivizes those people to return that bike back to a station so someone else can rent it out, so it's not locked up and out of use. So that's the whole, keeping it circulating in our system so more people can ride the bike once, more than once a day. A lot of people who haven't ridden in a long time try bike share while they're on vacation or even at their home for, a weekend outing. And they will try it and get on it and be like, I haven't ridden a bike in 20 years, but I had a blast out there, so maybe I should go and look at riding my own bike. Maybe I should go and look at riding my own bike to work. And so it's getting, forming those habits that aren't just, I'm gonna get in my car by myself, sit an hour on the way to work. It's just a good way for people to kind of look at it differently for a transportation option.